Big up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Of course, the Bees transfer stream once again. Back with another one of these. And actually, I just want to give you some news, some good news before I go into this. Well, this could be good news as well. But obviously, got some other good news before I tell you. And I've gone over actually 150 subs, guys. So thank you. Appreciate your support and everything. Brilliant. Thanks for that, guys. It's been amazing. Got me over the 150 mark and about time. It's taken a long time to do this. So brilliant, guys. Thank you. And there will be a special stream very soon to celebrate that. Not exactly sure when. It might be tomorrow. I think if not later, maybe. I don't know. It's either later today or tomorrow. So, but I'll let everyone know and DM people and whatever else. And it'll all be on here. And obviously, I'll try and mention as many people as I can of my members on here. Subbers. I'll try and mention you if I can and put it all on there because, without your help and support, this wouldn't be possible. And, I put the content out there and you all seem to love it. And, following me and watching the streams. And once again, I apologise for the lateness here. Obviously, I'm still having trouble at times with Wi-Fi. So that is the major issue at the moment. Don't try and be late. I never try to come on late. Obviously, other things happen out of my control. So I really apologise for that, guys. Always apologise for my lateness. And somebody once said lateness is greatness, but I'm not so sure. But anyway, I can't say I'm great, but anyway, I'm pretty good. I've got a lot better since I first started, let's be honest. So when I first started all this, like maybe a couple of years ago, probably now, it's been a while. I was a real novice, a real rookie, like you could say Arteta and all that. But I've got a lot better, unlike Arteta. So, but no, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. I always try and give as much content and talk about the Bees as much as I can, as well as other clubs, of course. One of my followers here, I'll read his comment here. Big up to you, Warren. Thanks for coming in again, buddy. Much appreciated, my friend. Another victim of the Islington talent killer. Yeah, obviously he's on about Trossard here. If he leaves Arsenal, just watch what happens. Yeah. Well, hopefully we could do better with him. We're obviously a better manager, hopefully. Of course he's still a novice, Keith Andrews, but he's got to be better than Arteta. Let's be honest, anyone is. I think I could manage better than Arteta. I think anyone else here could, to be honest. And we're not really managers, but we could all do better than him, surely. Horace, be up to you, my friend. Cheers for coming in, bro. Congrats on getting over 150 subs, bro. Yeah, Brian Bramo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I watched that yesterday, actually. He played pretty well. He only played the first half, though, and was subbed off. So I don't know why. I don't know what that was. Whether just to rest him, just give him the half and a little bit of match fitness and move on, I suppose. But yeah, it was 2-2 against Everton, of course, last night. I watched the first half at least, so I'm going to watch the rest of it. So he's on pretty late, obviously. But shame he only played the first half, but still, he looked pretty good. What I saw, he done well there. So well done, United, for getting him. But he might save you, by the way. He'll probably save you from going down. The only decent player you got there now. Yeah, be up to you, Luca. Cheers for coming in, buddy. Thanks, bro. Yeah, hi to you. Congratulations on to 200. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully I'll get there fairly quick. Taking me a while to get to 150. I might get to 200 quicker, which would be great, wouldn't it? That'd be incredible if I can get there faster. Yeah, Luca Arteta in, yeah? No, I'm sure it ain't. I'm sure he ain't. No, there's no way he could be Arteta in. Who really wants Arteta there? Some Arsenal fans apparently do, because they love him. They think he's got great drip. And the best looking Spaniard they know. Oh dear. They're fucking, absolute melts. Absolute melts. Oh dear. Shame to have a fan base like that, isn't it? Arsenal fans. Anyway, I'm better than Arteta. It ain't that hard. No, exactly. It's not that hard, is it? Anyone could be better than Arteta. So, somebody who doesn't actually know anything about football will be better than him because he doesn't know anything about football. So, but anyway, I'm going to move on to obviously what I'm going to talk about today, the topic of today's transfer stream. Well, the main one anyway, there is a few other bits of news, but nothing major else, no other sort of transfers coming in. But this is the main one, of course, obviously about this guy here, Leandro Trossard. Apparently we're in for him. And I'm not so sure. I wasn't sold on this to start with, but then again, thinking about it, he's got a lot of experience. He's 30 now. He has got a lot of quality still. And Belgian international, of course. I think he wants to go somewhere where he's going to get a good lot of football, play a lot, and be ready for the, I think it's the World Cup, is it? Yeah, well, the World Cup qualification and stuff. So he'll want to play a lot of football. Not sure we don't always play for Arsenal. So I know if he comes here, I'm sure we get more games, definitely, for sure. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind this, to be honest. I know he's got ability. He does go missing at times, I think, when I've seen him for Arsenal, even at Brighton. I think he went missing sometimes. So, if we can get more consistency out of him here, produce more, it's going to add to our attack. Big time, that's if it happens. I mean, there's nothing confirmed yet as such. Obviously, we made an approach to Arsenal for him. So I'll just bring the articles up anyway and go into it. Right. Let's go to this one. And there we go. Brentford makes an approach to sign Arsenal star this summer. Brentford are reportedly interested in signing Leandro Trossard this summer, as the Belgian winger's future at Arsenal remains uncertain. With a number of changes expected at the Emirates Stadium during this transfer window, several players are at risk of being moved on, and Trossard may be among those who could depart. Trossard joined Arsenal to add depth and creativity in the attacking third, and he has often delivered when called upon. However, the current transfer activity at the club may impact his place in the squad. Arsenal have been linked with attacking reinforcements such as Eberechi Eze, and the arrival of a player of that calibre could reduce Trossard's opportunities for regular first-team football. Uncertain future at Arsenal. Although Mikel Arteta is believed to value Trossard highly and would prefer to keep him in the squad, the situation remains fluid, with Arsenal continuing to explore options to strengthen their forward line. A potential departure for the Belgian cannot be ruled out. Should the club complete deals for new attacking players, Trossard may find himself further down the pecking order and open to a move in search of more consistent playing time, which he'd definitely get with us, that's for sure. According to Football Transfers, Brentford have added Trossard to their list of summer targets. The Bees are keen to enhance their attacking options and believe that the Belgian could bring added quality and experience to their squad. Exactly, he will. He will, no doubt. Try and get rid of that. All right. Brentford's ambitions and Trossard's role. Brentford have shown ambition in the current window, having already secured the signing of Jordan Henderson. I'm not so sure on that one, to be honest, still. I don't think that's greatest of signings myself. Not really sold on it still. I still don't know why we got him, but still, not a lot can do. He's here. Trossard would be seen as another statement addition who could immediately slot into their first team. I'll be happier about this than I was with Henderson, let's be honest. With the likelihood of increased minutes and a more prominent role, the move could benefit both player and club. Trossard has provided valuable contributions for Arsenal, often serving as an effective option from the bench or in rotation. However, at Brentford, he would have the chance to play more frequently and take on greater responsibility, which may appeal to him at this stage of his career. Yeah. So that's about that. About it for that one. And I've just got this little bit on Insta here. And pretty much saying the same thing, I guess. They always do this, showing the player in the team kit, and he's not even here yet. And we always get this, show this, and see this about the player in the kit, and he's not even here yet. He's not even been, well, they haven't. I don't think he made an offer yet. Exactly, Brentford. So I hate all this. People putting them in the kit already when they ain't even been signed yet. I really hate all this, to be honest. It's a fucking bugbear, to be honest. But there we go. But anyway, this is from 365 Scores. Brentford are preparing a surprising offer for Leandro Trossard. The Belgian winger is open to a move away from the Gunners if a suitable offer came along. And a few comments here about this. Well, only a couple here at the moment. Mardi Nadaril. B. Trossard is very better than Martinelli. Well, yeah, I would maybe true at the moment. I think Martinelli's got a lot of ability. He really has, but I think maybe Arteta's ruined him. If we could have got him maybe as well, I don't know. Maybe we could go in for him as well. If they're doing the clear out at Arsenal, the clearance sale, maybe they can throw Martinelli in there as well. We get 2 for 1 maybe. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Because I think we could do a lot with Martinelli here, you know. I'm sure he wouldn't be wasted here like he is at Arsenal. So, yeah, Jimmy Cuscio, I love Trossard. He's a good squad player and a reliable backup. Sell Martinelli and get a proper left wing. So, actually, a lot of these don't want him to go, the Arsenal fans. Well, that's just 2 there, but there's plenty of other comments. I won't bother going into them all. I know there is more. Sorry, there is. 50 mil. I don't know. That'd be a lot. I can't see us paying that. I thought I saw somewhere he might only be about 20. Don't know, but I don't know if don't think we'll be paying that much. Yeah, football overseas. Hey, Mr. B. Yeah, big up to you. Obviously, that's Carl and the other lads, the other people with football overseas. Thanks for coming in, bro. Yeah. Congrats on 150 subs. Yeah, cheers, bro. Cheers, brother. Obviously, yeah, we're doing a special stream very soon. and I will let people know, obviously. As I say, maybe later on, it might be tomorrow. Not totally sure at the moment. I will let people know. Warren there, Warren's team talk. I don't want him to go. He's our best attacking player. Typical Arteta madness. Yeah. Well, it ain't happened yet, Warren. We don't know if it is. Obviously, we made the approach. We ain't made the actual bid yet, the actual offer. So it might not even happen yet, mate. So, not totally sure. How much do you think he's worth? I mean, I'm sure I saw 20 mil. There hasn't been an actual price I've seen for him. I think it may be 20, but I don't know. I mean, if it's well over that, I don't think we should bother. I mean, say if it's 40, 50 mil or something. Well, no. I don't think he's quite worth that. He's good. But I think at least maybe 25, 30. If that. I don't know. The best upcoming Bees fan channel. Well, probably the only main one. I haven't seen many others. So, yeah, I guess you can say that. I'm not going to blow my own trumpet, of course, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Warren again, congrats on the 150 subs. Yeah, cheers, bro. Thank you. Football overseas, will you not prefer a younger attacker? Well, yeah, I guess we do primarily go for younger players, but I suppose when you say we've got Henderson in now, I thought, well, that's obviously not the case. We're getting older, experienced, wiser players, I guess. And you always can do with experienced players, but that have played for a while and know their stuff, know what they do, what they can do in their own game. So in a way, this makes sense because he's older, experienced, and he's been around a lot of teams, countries, and other leagues. So Belgian international. So to me, it probably is a no-brainer. But that's if we get him, and nothing's happened yet. So I wouldn't let him go for less than 80 mil. Are you fucking mad, Warren? No, mate. 80 mil? You're having a laugh. He ain't worth that. Fucking come on. Yeah, exactly. Football overseas, 80 mil for Trossard is crazy. Exactly. It fucking is. Warren, you're a great bloke and everything, mate, but that's nuts, man. 80 mil. You're having a fucking laugh. And there's no way the fucking Bees will ever pay that. So, if that was the price, that'd be fucking nuts. To be honest, we'll Trossard for half of that fee. We'll take Trossard for half of that fee, yeah. Well, some fucking Man United, come on, You find it hard to pay what we wanted. 65 mil. And we sort of got that in the end from you. Well, actually a bit more, 70 odd mil, but, he's actually probably worth more than that, Bramo was. And you took forever to fucking cough up that money, So you'd be even worse at trying to get somebody for 80 mil. Come on. If Bramo's £70, I think you mean 70 million, Warren. But yeah, 70 million plus, he has to be worth 80 mil. Or not 80 mil, 80 pounds again. I think you mean 80 mil. But 30 million for him is taking the piss. Well, yeah, but I think half of these players are overpriced anyway, let's be honest. Bramo's, well, I wouldn't have said that, to be honest. 20 goals in the last season. Now, come on, he's got to be worth that. At least it ain't over a fucking 100 mil, You know, we see all these players over 100. Well, what's it? He's at about 160 or something. As great as he is, he's still not worth that. Look at what Arsenal paid for Rice. That was madness. As great as he is as well, you can't be paying over 100 mil, surely. Tony isn't worth 80. Well, no, probably isn't. Well, you know, we didn't even get that, did we, for him? So, well, he went for 70 million, so you're clearly worth that. Yeah, well, that's what you do, isn't it? If you score a load of goals, 20 goals last season, surely, you should go for more money. Right, football overseas. Since when has Arsenal players succeeded at other clubs? Well, you think they have a better chance under a better manager, surely. You know, so they're playing under that clown that just, puts them in different positions, not the actual positions, and ruins them. So really, I think you could say there has been successes at other clubs. So, yeah. So, I was trying to think where they have done well, Arsenal players at other clubs. Well, you could say, Xhaka, he went abroad, didn't he? And was amazing abroad. He had one good season at Arsenal and was actually superb when he left there. So you're saying Trossard scored more goals than Bramo to be worth much more? Well, I don't know. It's what he. I don't know. Did he? I don't think he got loads of goals, has he? I mean, he's got some, but he's not been amazing there, has he? For goals. So yeah, it's not entirely about that, but I think for what Bramo did for us, 20 goals, he shouldn't be going for really cheap. I think you're just making an excuse, mate, with United, to be honest. And no, I'm not having that. Warren again. And in the current market, Bramo was a snip. He is worth, in my opinion, worth 120 million plus. Yeah, I still wouldn't quite say that, Warren. I mean, I still think any player over 100 mil is dumb. It's going well over the top, extreme with it all, and crossed the line now, I think, to be honest. 120 for Bramo is a stretch, yeah. But, I mean, certainly at least the 70, 65, 70, 80 probably, I would say. But I think you're going well over 100 mil for any player. I don't know. It's mad, but that seems to be the way of football now. Pay crazy prices for players nowadays. No, it's dumb, but there we go. The problem is that clown of a manager doesn't play him regularly, so his numbers won't be as good. There are also times where he's been missing, Warren, in games. I will say that. As great a player as he is, he does go missing at times, lazy, not always consistent enough. So if he doesn't do it in a game or doesn't do anything special, why should he be picked a lot? So, but yeah, I still think he probably would do better elsewhere. So if he came here, I'm sure we'd get the best out of him, I reckon. Even I, being stingy, would only offer 60, 65 million pounds fixed plus add-ons. If we were talking for Bramo, yeah, well, we did want 65 anyway. So, yet you undernard and couldn't do that. And you paid, 62 million for Cunha, or 63 or something. And, we wanted him to be as much as he was. You're paying that much for him. Well, actually, we wanted more. So, For me, I think Bramo's a better player than Cunha. I'm sorry. Cunha's good. He's decent, but he's also got a short fuse and a bad attitude. And if he kicks off again and gets sent off, he'll be missing for a few matches. So I don't know. You can't use Brentford to make profits out of your dusty players. Oh. Well, maybe you can give us Bramo back then, mate, if you're not happy. Fucking give us him back, mate, because I ain't having that. You're a bunch of moaners, United, I tell you. And all what you've nearly done with us is fucking taking the piss anyway. About trying to get our academy director and trying to scupper or hijack for a player we're trying to get. So I don't think you can be giving me all that shit, talking that shit to me. Sorry, That's because the manager is to see you next Tuesday. Exactly, Warren. You would get a used tea bag for that football overseas. Yeah. Ask out loud. Your board is comfortable getting UCL and doesn't want to win trophies. I don't know what makes you think that. I really don't. Maybe you're another so-called expert, I guess. Cunha is trouble, perfect for Scum United. Yeah. What I mean, Mr. B, is 80 mil for Trossard. They are exploiting you. Well, they're not saying it's 80 mil. We don't know how much it is. It ain't going to be that anyway. So what I saw at one stage, it's probably 20. And, that's still a good price for him. I don't know how much, I can't remember how much Arsenal bought him for, but maybe Warren will tell me. But, still 20 mil, you probably Arsenal might have paid less than that. I can't exactly remember now. So, I might have to try and get that up on here. Unless Warren would probably tell me anyway how much he was. 20, 30 mil is good enough. Yeah. I feel Bees can get better players at that. Get better players at that. Yeah, we keep saying that, but we're still in for Hutchinson. That's still happening, I believe. Maeda. Yeah, we are looking for some good players, really. Good replacements. We're not just looking at any old players. 20 mil for him tells me Arteta just wants him out. Possibly. But I just want to know how much he cost you. Who football overseas? Name one. I'm going to bring these stats. I'm going to see how much he cost. Trossard at Arsenal. So, right. So it's saying here he cost 27 million. Arsenal got him for 27 million. So, yeah, it'd be less than that. But if it's 20 mil, we don't know. You would think if he was 27 million, they'd probably want at least 30, 35 for him, I would say. Yeah. It was 27 mil, including add-ons. 27 mil, including add-ons. Arsenal got him for. So I think, yeah, they probably maybe want at least 30, I would say. 35. Which still ain't too bad. I think we're capable of that. And we got all that money now. We got the money for Bramo. We got the money for Norgard. no doubt for Visser soon, and other players, you know, Flecken, whatever else, and we've got that investment. So I'm sure, you know, we'll have the money. Yeah, another one he has fallen out with. Yeah, possibly. Hutchinson is a younger one, and I feel will have better career at Bees than Trossard. Yeah, well, we could have actually got him for 35 mil if we had acted fast enough. So that was his release clause for Hutchinson. But now, as it looks like it is, we may have to pay 40 million plus for him, possibly. Although I think we're going to try and table about 37.5 or something, I believe. So, I don't know. We'll see. You know, we could have had him really cheap at one stage, but we're still looking at him. Apparently, it still might happen. But we're waiting for other things to happen at Ipswich before we can do that, I believe. So, they got to get replacements in and so forth. So, yeah, are you smoking something football overseas? That is crazy talk. Yeah. Trossard will only give Bees 1 to 2 years, then they will go look for a better left winger. Well, I don't know. He might have more than 1 or 2 years. Warren, he's 30 now, so at least could get at least 3, 4 more out of him, maybe. I think he still should be, if he's fit enough and plays well, don't get a load of injuries and still plays to his full potential. By now, he should be good enough at 30 years of age. He should know his game and what he can do at this age. So, for me, at least 3 or 4 more years, maybe. So, I don't know, it could be a good one if we get him for not too much, maybe. So, you know, we're going to see. There's a long way to go yet. What about Noosa? I think if that's the one you'll talk about, we went for him before, I think, and it all fell through or something. There was the, I think it was the transfer, it was the medical, and it all fell through on the medical side, I believe. So I doubt we'll go back into him now. How about Nicotella? He's a good one. I don't know much about him. Sorry, Warren. But, yeah, don't know. Last out loud, love Bees in EFL Championship next season. Yeah. Well, we might see you there as well. How about that? Unless I think the only way you'll stay up is if Bramo gets a lot of goals and saves you, I think. So let's hope. Let's hope, eh? For your sake. Warren again, or they could get that Fernandes for 2 million. That is all he's worth. Yeah, exactly. No, you see him moaning. Well, he scored last night with a penalty, but I don't think he was that great in that game yesterday. So I don't know. I think he's, you know, overrated, to be honest. Yeah, Warren again. Football overseas said about his length left, Steve, not me. Yeah, true. No, I just think he'll probably get at least 3 or 4 more years out of him. Maybe at his top, at his peak, maybe. But that's if it happens, Warren. I mean, there's nothing happening yet anyway. So no actual bid as far as I know. It's just contact so far. So just got to wait and see over this one, I think. But it'd be a good one. I think it's fairly exciting. I don't know. At one stage to begin with, I wasn't so sure, but now it looks like a good one, and let's hope we can get it over the line. So you know, there's a little way to go yet. You know, the transfer window's open for the rest of the month till obviously September. I believe early September. Is it the 1st September? And the window closes, so there's a long way to go yet. So we'll wait and see with this one. I reckon Bees would get 5 years out of him because he has hardly been played. Yeah, true. but possible. I mean, as I say, you've got to wait on it, Warren. You've got to be patient with this one because it's not happening yet, buddy. So, but yeah, we'll go on to obviously the ongoing issue of Visser here, and yeah. So going to this now, and yeah, Keith Andrews, Johan Visser's uncertain future, not ideal amid transfer interest. Of course it's not ideal, because this little prick is fucking causing a load of shit and wants to get out and don't want to be here. So I think really we just got to let him go. Whatever we can get for him now, I think just go. Just fucking boot him out. Because if he's going to keep causing a load of shit and moaning and whinging, whining like a little bitch, I think I'd let him rot in the reserves. To be honest with you, if we can't get rid of him, just let him rot in the reserves because he's a prick. I've had enough of him. You know, great as he was, got a lot of goals, 19 goals, yeah. But if you're going to cause all this, you're going to give us bad attitude. It's embarrassing for us. And I just want him either gone or let him rot in reserves. I wouldn't ever fucking play him again, to be honest. If all he can do is moan and whinge and he don't want to be here, don't want to train, no, he's no good to us. Yeah, Congolese forward wants out of West London. Well, we know that. We certainly know. Keith Andrews admitted that Johan Visser's uncertain future is not ideal as Brentford try to keep their striker. The Bees have already lost Brian Bramo to Manchester United this summer, as well as club captain Christian Norgard to Arsenal, and their head coach Thomas Frank to Tottenham. Yeah. Now, Visser is the subject of interest from Newcastle United, who are in the market for strikers for the departure of Callum Wilson and Liverpool's ongoing interest in Alexander Isak. Andrews, who took over from Frank at the GTEC Community Stadium, confirmed that Visser had travelled home from Brentford's training camp in Lisbon to have talks with club authorities over a potential transfer. Andrews did reveal, however, that Visser was training at the training ground. Well, I didn't know that. I thought he wasn't. After reports claimed that the Congolese forward had turned up to the Robert Ryan Performance Centre, but instead of reporting for training, he had a conversation with Andrews reiterating his desire to leave before driving off. So maybe we ain't got the full facts here. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're making this up. It's all false. Who knows? The situation is that he's training at the training ground, Andrews told Sky Sports. And why would he lie about that? No, I don't think he'd be lying, would he? Surely, Keith Andrews, about all this. So maybe he is. It's probably public knowledge at this stage that he left our training camp in Lisbon. That was probably the right decision for all parties. We had to support him in what is a difficult time for him. Yeah, but you know, come on, it's about the club as well. It's not him, mate. If he's causing a load of fuss, kicking up a load of shit, you know, why have you got to make an excuse for him? I think we have to remember that it's not just about being a footballer. It's the person and the human being first. Yeah, true. And he's been through a lot. We know what happened with his daughter and he had the acid attack on him and things like that. We all know. But it's not, you know, at the end of the day, you still got to deal with football, with business in football terms. Again, it's public knowledge that there is some interest in this. We have to respect that and respect him. I've got a really good relationship with Johan from last season, and that's still the case now. But obviously, it's not ideal. Andrews, who has assumed his first managerial position, said that the club were in constant communication with Visser about his transfer situation. I think he's okay to a point, Andrews continued. I've been in this situation myself as a player, and it can be stressful for an individual. I think that's where it goes back where it goes back to what our club's about and how it's run from the top. We always treat people with respect. When you look at the business we've done this season, the outgoings have been done early. Sorry, this is probably not wanted or desired. Certainly not. Certainly from my point of view, it's not an ideal situation, but it's what the transfer window is. Newcastle had a £25 million bid for Vissa turned down by Brentford. That's taking the piss, let's be honest. 25 million. For a guy that scored 19 goals. Yeah, right. Turned down by Brentford last month and are yet to return with another. At present, Eddie Howe's side have turned their attention to RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. I'm sure it would cost more than that. And they'd have to spend more, so why can't they do it for Vissa? Sorry. Not good. Although they are under stiff competition from Man United for the Slovenian signature. Yeah, so, yes, United are after him too. But I still think, why don't they go out and spend a little bit more, give us a bit more for Vissa? I mean, you can have him, say, probably 30, 35, 40, something like that. You could have him. But no, they don't seem to want to pay that. And they're going to pay a hell of a lot more for Sesko, let's be honest. And they're not sure about getting him either if United are after him as well. Where's he going to go? I mean, for me, probably Newcastle because, they're in Europe. For a start, United aren't in Europe. They had a shit season last season. We all know that, how bad they were. And especially in that Europa League, they were pathetic in that. So for me, I'd rather go to Newcastle. But there we go. I mean, somehow United is still somehow getting some players in, including one of ours, of course, they got in. So, but I just don't see why Newcastle couldn't pay a bit more to us and they'd have him. They'd probably at least 35, 40, I would say. I'd love to get 40 for him. I think he's probably worth at least that or more. Probably even 50, but, But we'd probably take 40 at least. But they don't seem to want to do that. So now we're left with this guy who is causing a fuss and don't want to know. Although, from what Andrews is saying, he has trained and he has been training there and, this and that. So what is actually true here are the papers causing shit? Are they making shit up? Because that has been known to happen. All these papers sometimes cause more shit and hassle out of these sort of situations than there should be. So maybe it's to do with the paper as well. But anyway, I still wouldn't have him here because he don't want to play for us. So at the end of the day, he's probably got to go. And it's about where he's going to go. And I think Newcastle, to me, if they pay a little bit more, but if they're more interested in Sesko now, I'm not so sure. But then if they miss out on him, they may just have to come back to Vissa and they may have to give us at least 35, 40 for him. So, got to keep an eye on that one, I'm afraid, and see what happens there. Anyway, just going to my last sort of thing I want to talk about. And that's this, obviously, our next game. Our last game it will be, of course. And that's this Friday, sorry. Borussia Mönchengladbach. We got at the GTEC, 7:30. Brentford versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, it should be pretty good. I guess we haven't had any information about or build up for it yet. Obviously, there will be towards the end of the week, possibly Wednesday or Thursday. Might know a bit more. But I think we'd play almost the same team. We'd probably make a lot of changes again as well for the second half, I would think. But obviously, I don't think there's many injuries or anything. We haven't had any injuries, really, that I know of. I'm sure a lot of our players should be fit for that. We'll probably go fairly strong, at least in the first half, and then change it in the second half, which what he seems to be doing at the moment, Andrew. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. It's going to be a tougher game, this one. This will be our toughest test, I would say. I mean, so far we haven't lost a pre-season friendly. It could be our first loss. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we've scored 2 and conceded only 1. So drew 1-1 with Gil Vicente and beat QPR 1-0. So I mean, we're not conceding many, which is good to see. But will that happen with this? I mean, you know, we could concede some here. It's possible. But I think we do well. I think we'll be strong again. You know, if we win it, all the better. Be great. But if we lose, we lose. I mean, you know, it's pre-season for me, and a loss isn't that bad as long as we play pretty well. You know, we get match fitness, all important. A lot of players that haven't played for a while are getting more minutes and getting more games in their legs, more match fitness in their legs. And, you know, we can see then hopefully getting fitter and hopefully get a full season out of most of them, hopefully. And see what we got here and what we can work with. So if we do lose it, I'm not so bothered. But, you know, it would be great because if you go into the season with 3 wins, say, or draw, obviously one was a draw, but say you get 2 wins and a draw, you're going to be more confident, I suppose. But, you know, you can't really all go by friendlies anyway. I just don't think you can. They're all a training exercise of getting match fitness, practice. So for me, it's not as important. But obviously, I will do reaction to it maybe and things like that. If I can't get stream of it or live or get to it, then obviously I will do reaction and stuff. But anyway, that's about it, guys. I'm going to bounce. That was all the stuff I wanted to talk about, the info and various things. So if we get Trossard, I'll be fairly happy, to be honest, if he comes. So that'd be an amazing signing, to be honest. If it happens, and we got to make a proper offer yet, so we'll wait and see. Obviously, the thing with Vissel is not ideal, as we know, but we'll see it be resolved hopefully fairly soon. Whatever happens, so we've got a little way to go with that. And we're still looking at other players, going in for other players, Hutchinson, of course, Maeda, and others. So, you know, we're being active and getting deals done, hopefully, if we can. So, but anyway, guys, it's been great. Thanks for watching live on playback, of course, and people in the live chat. Thanks to you all, Warren, of course, and Football Overseas, Oris. Who else was in here? Yeah, mainly Oris, Warren, Luca, of course, Kyle and Warren. And thanks to all you guys and coming in, all your support and everything, of course, as usual. Got me to 152 subs, so thanks for all that. As I say, there will be the special stream coming very soon. It may be later, it may be tomorrow, but I will let people know to celebrate that. Hopefully, some people can come on. It would be superb. But if you can't, hopefully you can watch live or on playback. Anyway, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182. and sub to Mr. B, Hive Football Chat, and Mr. B chats England cricket, which is another thing I've got to talk about, the cricket. So there may be a stream on that today. There may be. England lost, of course, by 7 runs. So drew the series 2-2 with India. But anyway, that's for another one for cricket, of course. So that may be today, that may be tomorrow. I think it possibly will be today, but not happy about it, of course. Going to be on a rant, probably. Rip into the England team. But anyway, thanks for all this, guys. It's brilliant. Thanks once again for all your support. And until my next stream, I'm going to bounce. I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Cheers. Thanks for now. Come on, the bees. Come on.